Welcome everybody back to a different sports show. This is presented to you by A Different Conversation. Of course, I'm here with Matt. I'm here with Kem. I'm your host with my other host. I'm Thomas Saxby. Today, you guys know the NBA is coming down the wire. MLB season just started, even though we probably won't talk about that. So make sure you guys are subscribed because we do a live stream. We're going to be doing it every Tuesday night. Talking about some baseball. But with that being said, how are my guys? What's up with you? This is episode number 145. And Matt,
Jeez,
I know you've been on like probably like 100
so sorry.
130 of those.
Me. I'm so sorry.
Boo.
I'm so sorry.
Hang up.
Hey, mama.
No, I can't hang up with mom.
Hang up
What's
on
up,
your mom.
All right, love you. Bye.
He loves his mom.
Oh.
You want me to start back?
Yeah,
from the
just
top?
start from the top. My bad.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and welcome everybody back to A Different Sports Show. It's presented to you by A Different Conversation. I'm here with my co-host Matt, Kem. I'm Thomas Saxby. This is episode number 145. We've done a lot of these, and we're just going to keep doing them. That just is what it is. The NBA season is winding down. The NFL offseason is basically over, so now we got to wait 19 months for the season to start.
19.
But the baseball season just started, and even though we probably won't be talking much baseball on this episode, make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys get in tune because we go live every Tuesday night from now till the end of this baseball season, making sure we keep baseball a big part of this show. So with that being said, let's take it off to the guy, or let's give it to the guy. Not take it off. Pause. Let's give it to the guy that loves his mom.
Both of them. Are you going to put that in the edit?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Well, over here, downsighting baseball a little bit, I have an MLB take.
Ooh,
no, I'm
nice.
lying. I definitely don't. I don't know anything about baseball.
Ooh.
But
I've
I've been the one.
Matt.
I've low-key been the one over the last season talking about women's basketball and the WNBA and the CBA that they've been going through. And man, I gotta take that these WNBA vets are the most pettiest people I've ever been able to witness. They've gotten such great talent to come into the league over the last 2 seasons.
Right.
And Brittany
bully every
Griner
single
was
one of them.
asked about how Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark have pushed the boundary to get the CBA across and everything. And she took the platform to smear the hell out of Caitlin Clark. And I'm just sitting here because she praised Angel Reese and all that. And I will say Angel Reese was huge on the like outspokenness of we're not going to play until we get the CBA, this and the third, until we get what we owe. And that was great. But Caitlin Clark, somebody like Paige Buchers, Cameron Branks, who, she was injured most of her rookie year, but she was a highlight college player coming in. And you got to credit all these guys for just putting eyes on the WNBA. Brittany Griner was a known name to basketball fans, but nobody else. And so those type of players, Kelsey Plum, even Asia Wilson, she's arguably the greatest WNBA player of all time. People who don't watch basketball don't know her name. People who don't watch basketball know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese's names.
Absolutely.
And it's just over the last year and a half, seeing these WNBA vets smear the name of these players who are making them more money, making them millionaires now. And I just think it's crazy to see. I don't get it. And for somebody who sat in a Russian prison for 2 freaking years, you would think she'd just be a little bit appreciative of anything that she's getting at this point. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to start off with.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my only reaction to that is, you'll have it in any sport, but I just think I think, the older, women in the WNBA, because it's not just her. There's
No,
others that
she
are,
was just the highlight
yeah, of
standpoint
course.
right now.
She was the
of
most
course.
grumpiest. But
Grumpy.
I think they gotta chill, because it's like when it comes to the WNBA, there's already a set of men on this earth that already disrespect women and WNBA.
Yes, just
already,
because they're women. Which
yeah,
is crazy.
so there's people that don't even give that league a chance because they're women, and now you're gonna add on that the own women that are in that league are hating on it. It's too much. They're growing at a good pace, but they need to get that hate out of there, work together, continue to grow, because that's the only way that's going to happen.
100%, and it's on a good spurt right now.
You have Brittany Griner coming into the media and saying, all this stuff, and all people are going to do is just go in the comments and be like, haha, you got arrested.
Yeah, people are just going to troll. That's just what it is right now. People are just going to troll.
Yeah.
And so you going into the media is just going to put bad publicity on what's already been hated on league since its
just
existence.
like the WNBA commissioner herself when she went into the media and decided to say what she said about everybody.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
not fun. But what do you got, Kim, for that?
Hey man, that's the easy one for me, man. It's y'all. I think y'all covered that one for me. It's actually literally that. I think Brittany Griner was a star in her time. She's the Maya Moore era, so of course her comments are going to be highlighted with there being no real face. Not being able to market Asia Wilson the way that the game is being marketed now, with her being as talented as she is, is a problem for the WNBA. But the great part about it, and that's where I believe a lot of the bitterness comes from that side. You know what I mean? The women have been as good as they've been, as good as they've been. Just the marketing tool that we have now, which is social media, helps the younger player. So at the end of the day, you do get to hear the bitterness, but you also get to see the young work the league to a place to where everybody is getting fair and equitable money. So at the end of the hate is unnecessary. I don't think it's hate. I think it's more bitterness. You know what I mean? Because Brittany Griner literally was a star in her own right.
Her career's almost over.
You know what I mean? For real. Got locked up going to play basketball as a separate source of income from the WNBA in Moscow. So at the end of the day, it's understood, you know what I mean? But come on, knock it off. That's what happened.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of that.
Well, how you doing, King? What's on the top of your mind?
I'm good, man. Yeah. Right now, for me, man, I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all, man. I have been enjoying March to the fullest.
Yes.
Right?
March is always a fun month.
Yeah, it's always a fun month, man. And this is a time when you can literally dedicate yourself to college basketball if you haven't
100%.
over the time, you know what I mean, that college ball has been on during the rivaling the NBA. But man, with the pick that I had for the NCAA tournament in Arizona anyway, right? I want to start off with highlighting them. So last night, man, they had a fabulous game, man, where they had a split that I have never been able to literally witness myself that I remember, right? They had 60, 60, and 60. Literally, 60% field goal percent shootage, 60% from three.
Imagine facing
and
that.
60 in the paint buckets. Do you understand what I'm saying? Disgusting. It's kind of crazy.
Imagine just being on the other end of that. Like that.
You're just getting manhandled.
That has to be.
I think
You
it's
can't
like
do anything
109
about
to
it.
88.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you
Something
can't do
that.
anything about
It
it.
was just a
Miserable.
129, 88 went bananas on them. But who they're about to face also had a great game last night, which was Purdue, right?
Yeah.
Purdue got the win with 0.7 seconds left, you know what I mean, on a wonderful
Phenomenal
tip-in.
game, yeah.
Great game.
If you pick this 2 years in a row,
I don't know, man.
I'll be
I don't
damned.
know. I might have to show up
I'm
like
putting
Rashard McCants.
I'm putting my
You know
life
what I mean?
savings next year on your pick.
I might have to
'cause,
wear
bro,
a crown and all type of
bro,
things.
To do
man.
this once is insane.
Picking a March
Twice?
Madness winner in general is
it's crazy.
wicked, but if you were to do it 2 years
Twice.
in
Yes,
a row,
it's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah. That round of 64 and all that,
It's
you got to
crazy.
survive
Because
that.
you could just look like
Yeah.
Sienna almost you know what I'm saying? Like they
Yes.
snuck in and almost made did
Yes,
some damage.
yes,
like,
man. If they didn't run the same 5 players
you
all
just-
damn day.
Yeah, you just gotta run a perfect 5.
Yeah, man. They
No,
ran-
that's definitely a good take there. I
Yeah.
mean, March is fun because you got. I mean, it's just like we'll be talking about it later. Like you got all these teams that are basically out of it, so they're just playing whoever, which is nice. And the NBA, MLB is starting up. NFL usually we get a couple of really spicy storylines. But yeah, man, I'm here for March. But what's on the top of my mind is listen. I just want to say one quick thing, and it's about the tanking in the NBA. I'm glad you guys covered other sports, which was cool. Which lets me give the easy NBA take. But Stephen Curry was drafted with the 7th pick in the draft, right?
Yes.
Klay Thompson, the 11th pick. I think you guys know where I'm going. Draymond, 2nd round.
you don't got to get the best pick to get the best players. I get what you're
OKC had about 36 picks At one point. I think that's the exact number, too.
within a 3-year span, they had like 36 picks.
I think the NBA, as much as they want tanking to end, I think I don't know if you guys saw the 3 proposals that they're about to vote on. Not a single one of them really helped.
Yeah.
They're trying to expand the lottery to like 22 teams or
Which
15
is-
teams, which doesn't like
Playoff
it's still,
teams have a
teams
chance.
are still gonna try to tank to get the number 1 pick. And I just think like when it comes to teams, I think front offices need to be held at the higher standard at this point because I think it's clear that the NBA ain't gonna do it. I think fans of your teams out there, you guys gotta like protest, do whatever it takes to get your team working because we see it with teams like the Jazz, the Wizards, like they've been tanking year in and year out and still can't get that top generational talent on their team. And you have a team like the Warriors that did it without tanking, without having that. You just need your front office to try. I mean, that's literally it. The Hornets, they got rid of Michael Jordan. They got in new ownership and everything, and they're trying, and look at what they're doing because it's built up over time. The Atlanta Hawks, they cut off Trae Young, but over time they've been building a team so that when they let go of Trae Young, it doesn't really cripple them. So, I mean, something's got to change, and obviously the NBA, Adam Silver, I don't know what goes through that guy's head. I would just say, just punish teams for tanking. That's really just it. You get caught tanking, you get a fine. Second time, you drop to the bottom of the lottery. I don't think it's that hard. What the fuck is 22 teams gonna do?
Giving a playoff team a chance to get a
the
small
number 1
chance.
fucking pick.
Yeah, it'll be a small chance,
Yeah.
but letting like a 5th seed in the playoffs
like if the
get
Knicks-
a chance at the number 1 pick is absolutely absurd.
Like if the Thunder were randomly a first-round exit, now they're in the lottery.
I think what you
Their
said
own
is
pick.
probably like exactly what needs to just happen and just let it
punish
go
the
from there.
teams.
Just
You
fine
already
them.
started finding them. You sent doctors.
I
out
think
to
it
check
should be a
lottery.
3-strike rule. You find them once, you find them like triple the amount the second time, and then the third time push them
agree.
to the back of the lottery with no chances of moving up. I think that's what it has to be.
That's literally it. I mean,
I think that's the only way for it to be fair to everyone, for it to make sense, and for it to not shit on the teams that just suck and aren't actually tanking.
Right.
They just suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree
Absolutely.
with all that.
You got anything to add? To
No,
that? All right,
you're
bet.
good.
All right, Matt. You told us to be ready for this one.
All right, so listen.
Set the scene.
All right, so let's say you're cleaning out a relative's old house or something. Like, let's
Yikes.
say you're just, somebody passed away or something. You're cleaning out an old house.
You already lost me.
I know,
Goddamn.
passing
It's
away
been a
is dark,
sad
but passing away is dark, but I don't know what other scenario you'd be cleaning out an old relative's house.
Okay, fair.
You find a lamp. You see something inscribed on it. You don't know what's going on. You want to see what it says. You rub it, and boom, poof, a genie pops out, right? Genie tells you get 3 wishes, but they have to pertain to 3 sporting events you wish you were front row seated live
Oh,
for.
that's a good one.
Of all time, 3 games,
Okay.
whether just courtside, field side, like right there. 3 games in history you wish you could have saw in person, front row
Okay.
seat for.
3 games. All right, so I think the first one's Kobe's final game.
Yeah,
I think that might
just
be
for
synonymous.
atmospheric purposes.
Yeah, that might be synonymous. The second game, dude, Matt always sets a good scene. This is why I started having Matt set some scenes. Pause. Kobe's final game, and then I think the second one has to be. You know what? I'll go. Damn, 2 Kobe's. Kobe's 81-point game. I mean, I think that has to be another game that you got to go to, and then the third one, I got to watch a team win a championship, right? No, I can't say the Lakers third champion. I'm just a Lakers fan, just for today only. No.
You can go to other sports, man.
Oh yeah, you did say. Oh, I thought
I
you were
said
talking
any
NBA.
sporting
Okay.
event. Any
All right,
sporting
so,
event.
Yeah, I would be there when the Nationals won the World Series championship. Kobe's final game, and then I think the other one. Yeah, we'll go with Kobe's 81. I would need time to think on that to give you like a real good. Maybe Nick Foles beating your Patriots. That would be another game that I would choose. Yeah. What about you, King?
So listen,
you got time to think, man. That was
no, it's easy.
That's a hard question.
No, it's
easy?
actually it's easy
Okay.
because I'm a kid, man. I can go back to what I wanted to see as a kid. As an adult, I tried to. It ain't really, like as an adult, I could say literally the Kobe shit. We can say that synonymously, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That final
say
game was just poetry.
and listen. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put an asterisk because I'm gonna put the 81-point game in Kobe's final game as
together.
as you know what I
That's
mean,
good, yeah.
as one thing for me.
I
What I
don't know
would
if the
love.
genie will allow it. No, I'm playing.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right,
No, you're
bet.
good.
Hopefully,
You're good.
Genie.
You're good.
Hopefully, the genie.
That's just a hating
right?
ass
Yeah,
genie.
for sure. But the second one I want to see is actually baseball. On some real shit. So in my as a I don't even know. So in 1986, the Mets beat the Boston Red Sox in a comeback game in Game 6, and then won Game 7. I would have loved to have seen Game 7 because at that time I thought that I was a young Doc Gooden, right? I
love that.
literally, you know what I mean, throwing across the bedroom, you know what I mean, Darryl
Yeah.
Strawberry, Lenny
Doc Gooden
Dykstra,
was a gangster, man.
Mookie Wilson. That is shit I'll never forget. You know what I mean? That orange, blue, and pinstripe. Man, I would love to see that. Then I would have to go to game for Michael Jordan, man, the flu game in Utah. You know what I'm saying? I would have to sit front row, you know what I mean, to see that, man. For me, those would be my three.
Those are some fire selections. So before you go, I'm gonna revisit mine real quick. So definitely the Nationals game, the Kobe game, and I don't even know why I said that. I lost it. I'll cut that out. Go.
All right. So for me, like you guys
You made
both
me
just
think
said,
of a bunch of them, and then they just all.
like you guys both just said, the Kobe 60-point game is 100%. Not for like the quality of basketball itself, not for anything of that, just for the atmosphere, the story of it all.
And I'm gonna cut you off real quick because it's like that leading up to that game, it was scary because Kobe was having some terrible games that year.
Yeah.
Like he was just there just to be there. Him and his
it was farewell
he was
tour.
mad- Yeah, he was angry at his, rascal teammates, being hyped about losing and everything.
No, not that year. That was like 3 years
No,
prior.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that
thought-
year
Yes, that's
Yeah.
different.
every
Yeah.
player on the team literally said about 9 games in, 10 games in, when he officially realized his body had
This is
just
it.
broken
Yeah,
down
yeah.
and he can't go anymore. You saw him turn from the Mamba to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And
Which was
he
cool
just
for-
became
Yeah, because
one
a
of
lot
the
players
best
say that they got
teammates
a
you
lot
could
out
have
of him
had.
that year than they got the
Yeah.
other years. Yeah, and then just like the games leading up to that were sad. It was just like, damn, man, Kobe's
Yeah.
really going out this way.
Yeah.
But nah, Kobe would never go out that way.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so yeah, that one just for because he's my favorite player of all time in any sport history. And just atmospheric purposes, one of the greatest performances of all time. If I were to pick poetry in motion, scoring the ball, the 81-point game would be it. But I'm going 60-point game. Next up, I'm going to 28-3 comeback, the Super
Okay.
Bowl, because I would
That
have
would've been-
me
yeah.
as a Patriots fan would have gone through every emotion
Yeah,
possible.
you would have been depressed. You would have been hyped in the beginning, then depressed. Then
I would have gone through
you'd have been
every
a
emotion
mess.
possible, and then seeing them win in overtime would have been one of the greatest feelings in
Matt would have
person
been crying.
ever. I was almost damn near crying watching it in the living room. In live, I would have been bawling.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then next up,
Good
just
choice.
because he's my favorite wrestler of all time, I'm going WrestleMania 25, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Just because that is one of the greatest matches of all time
Yeah.
in the history of the WWE.
Yeah.
So I would just choose that. I had to get a different one in there. I didn't
No,
want to have
that's
two
fair.
football or two
That's fair.
basketball.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right, Kem. Take a good set in the scene, Matt. Now take us through history, Kem.
So, fellas, we brought this guy up a couple times over the past couple episodes, and it made me want to kind of do a deep dive and bring it to the people, right? And not necessarily a deep dive, just actually a deep dive for the people. What I know, but a deep dive for the people, right? So, a lot of times we talk about a lot of players who are forgotten or remembered for a particular thing. This player who I want to tell y'all about, from 96 to 2007, he played for 2 teams, and he was a 20 to 26 point scorer. Usage rate, 25 to 27%. Primary scorer.
Yes.
Okay?
What were the years again?
96,
96 to
2007.
2007. Okay? 2005, 2006, he averaged 26, right? Did become a shooter, but this guy was reduced to one. And these 2 teams I'm talking about is Milwaukee and Seattle. Y'all have any idea who I'm talking about?
Ray Allen.
Without a question, right? So early Ray, right? This man is giving you 25 a night, elite efficiency before
People don't know about
spacing
early Ray.
even
Yeah, let
existed.
the people know.
Right?
Let the
Listen,
people know.
before spacing even existed, we talking high usage, 3-level scoring, playoff runs as a number 1 option. That's not Clay,
No.
right? That's not Clay at all,
No.
right? That's a closer. That's prototype Dame, right, with efficiency.
Yeah.
Because Dame ain't all that efficient, even though he delivering them big ass moments. We can't play that game, right? Now let's talk comps, right? Because I brought up those names, right? If we talk some comps, right? Klay Thompson, definitely elite, but never carried an offense at all, right? Like early Ray did, right? Steph Curry, look at the eyebrows. Listen, Steph is the evolution, but Ray walked.
Okay.
So Steph.
That's respectful. That's
had gravity that
because
he did,
I'm
right?
pretty sure the consensus was before Steph went off that Ray was the greatest.
Check it out.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to give you another
100%.
one. Reggie Miller. He had that clutch gene too, like what we talking about with Dame, right? Deeper offensive bag, though. Ray's offensive bag is just way. I'm talking about that 96,
step back,
96 to
Had the ability to
2007.
dribble, like,
What?
He could take it to the hoop.
Yes.
Oddly, really super athletic.
Yo, really? That's why I said the
twig.
Jesus Shuttleworth reference when we were talking before, right? Like people
This is
don't
why
know.
he ended up in that high-profile dynasty, such as the Miami Heat
That's
and
a
the
fact.
Boston Celtics.
And we're going to get there, right? Dame Lillard, he got the range and the moments, but Ray, again, more efficient, just as cold in them big-ass spots. Just as cold, right? But here we go. Then Boston happens, right? And this is where the disrespect actually starts, right?
He was like the third option.
Absolutely. Ray sacrifices, usage drops, becomes elite off-the-ball scoring, but shoots 60% in a non-shooting era, right? In the era that's mad slow, right? So now he became Steph before Steph without credit.
100%.
Right?
That's
Can we align on
I
that?
guess.
And then like
Okay.
him
All right.
leaving the Celtics, all the Celtics players smeared his fucking name
That's
to
a fact.
oblivion. Rondo still hates him to this day.
That's a fact. 2013, 37 years old, game 6, we already know corner 3 history, right?
That shot literally changed. If there's one play that you want to look back on that changed the entire course of the NBA, it's that shot. Because if he doesn't make that shot,
Come on.
and it's another L on LeBron's
Come on.
record. So the whole narrative for LeBron is different.
Yes.
And maybe, obviously LeBron, he scored all them. It was
he had
what,
16
in a
points
row?
leading up to that.
Yes.
So
in
yeah,
a
not
row.
to take anything away from Bron, but if Ray Allen doesn't make that shot, that's one more L on his record. Who knows what happens even after that if he starts even getting more desperate, switching teams and all that stuff.
Thank you so much because y'all summed it up to where I can actually literally close it down, right? Ray Allen is what happens when a superstar sacrifices. Literally,
100%.
right?
That's a good point.
Literally, when a superstar sacrifices and the world knows how to measure his impact. This is what Ray Allen was, because before the EPM, the advanced analytics, and all the things that we use now to drive performance and value players, he was already doing it. Do you understand what I'm saying? If we're talking about right now era, he would be a top 25 all-time player.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Without a question.
If he was drafted in 2015.
Yeah. Like how you named Baron Davis last week.
Like,
I wouldn't want
on.
to see what Ray Allen would
Come
do.
on.
Bro, if he was drafted in 2015 and his prime was right the fuck now.
They're tripping, man.
Because he already shot a lot of threes every game. Now we're talking about more threes.
Talk about triple the amount that he would just put up.
And then he would be that much better because he would be driving more with weaker defenses.
Come on, man. Come on.
And I love that you use Ray for this example of perfect sacrifice player, is because we got other instances where that Chris Bosh
Yes.
was a sacrifice player,
Yes.
but
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love, sacrifice player, but those two teams didn't come from teams that were good teams.
No.
Yeah.
Ray Allen was carrying that Milwaukee team and those
Yes.
Supersonics teams.
Yes.
They weren't phenomenal
Yes.
teams, but he
No.
was doing everything he fucking could. Shout out to the Supersonics hat
Yes.
on Kem's head.
There it is.
But
there it is.
he was doing everything he could, being a perennial all-star every single year, having MVP votes, being in three-point contests, dunk contests. He was doing it all. People don't know that, Ray.
That shit's crazy.
And that's why it
crazy.
bothers me. And that's one of the things that bothers me when it comes to Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and their hate for
Because he was
Ray
cooking
Allen.
them before he joined them.
Right. And the
He was
thing
cooking.
is if Paul
Ray
Pierce
is the second best player on that team.
Yeah, and if
prior to going
and if
to that
Kevin
team.
Garnett had the balls, he would have been a multi-time champion. But he wanted to stay in Minnesota, just like Ray Allen. He stayed in his destinations, and then they came together and won a championship. And Ray Allen just wanted to win more championships. If Kevin Garnett had more than one championship, Paul Pierce had more than one championship on their fucking resume, they would be like, they'd be up there on the list because we talk about Kevin Garnett.
Kevin
all the time.
Garnett's already top 15
You guys
player
talk
of all
about
time,
Paul.
or
you
top
got-
20 player of all time.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And you
though.
guys
So-
talk about Paul Pierce the way that you do, and I agree. I'm just a hater.
Yeah, but I would say Paul Pierce is like a top 40 player.
yeah,
Yes.
but Kevin Garnett, my God,
Kevin Garnett's a top 20
Yeah,
player of all time.
absolutely.
Ray Allen is a top 30 player of all
Because
time.
with the way
in my
people talk
opinion.
about Tim Duncan and the system and stuff, if Kevin Garnett had 3, a lot of people would put him above TD. Hot take, maybe.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
I love that though.
Okay. I
Damn.
appreciate
That was
y'all.
awesome.
If Kevin Garnett had 3, would he be above Tim Duncan?
And that's like
All right, I'm not getting into that. We can bring that
yeah.
up another time.
And the only reason, because you know how the casuals are when they say, Tim Duncan, systematic.
There's
you
just
know,
so many to go
explain
into
it.
that. There's so
Yeah,
many.
we actually explain it, but the casuals are just like, oh, Tim Duncan got carried, Greg Popovich Spurs.
That's
But-
crazy.
Yeah. So I wanted to dish on some bad media as I always do. I wanted to talk about the whole Mikal Bridges thing. I want to set my own, scene with it a little bit because I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about the guy. But the main point that I wanted to make, and I made this on X too, I got into arguments with a lot of people.
Okay.
Because obviously you guys know the discourse with Bridges
Yeah.
lately.
Yep.
Only averaging like 9 points a game over the last like 15 or whatever.
Wow,
Josh
pick.
Hart came out in the media and said that, and I agree with what he said. He said, no one knows what goes on over here. No one knows what's actually asked of him, and he does what's asked of him, and he does it perfectly. And I agree. He's the 4th option on the team now because OG is randomly this great offensive player. So because people don't see points per game, they automatically just think like, oh my God, this guy's a bum. This guy ain't doing anything. That's because they don't pay attention to defense. Yeah. But at the end of the day, when you got Stephen A. Smith and all these other guys saying, oh, if Bridges doesn't score more points, the Knicks are done, man. That's it. They're cooked. When at the end of the day, Bridges brings you defense. He brings you availability. He can make a basket when you need him to. But most nights, it's just like what OG was doing before the season. Play defense. That's literally all you have to do. Like that play right there that we're seeing. I know
How is that random right now? Why
yeah,
are you
right.
giving that
Playing
take? Yeah,
defense,
fire.
and it's just people don't appreciate actual basketball. They just see big points per games. But you see guys like Cam Thomas is damn near out the league because all he can do is score. So yeah, go ahead.
Damn,
My
no.
apologies.
So listen, no, whoa, listen, you cooking right now. Because listen, man, some of these things isn't a part of our script, but it happens, right? So that's the thing too, right? So with Cam, bro, now listen, so I identify and align with you perfectly with the Mikal so that we know that as what I'm about to say don't have anything to do with that, but I align with that. But you said something about Cam that really, really bothers me, right? Because I got to bring up Cam a little bit later, but this thing about him being out of the league basically now, like these guys shelving him, you know what I mean, both of these teams, is a different thing, right? Because his offensive makeup versus a Mikal Bridges being a Swiss Army knife makeup is something that people who are casuals don't study, right? When you study that element right there, you can see how Cam Thomas's can be a detriment, you know what I mean, versus Mikal Bridges being able to be insertable in any way that you
whatever
need
situation
him to be.
you need.
Yes, you know
He's
what I mean?
clutch too.
Yes,
Like, believe it or not, his clutch stats are
because
actually
he's
pretty good
asked
this
to
year.
do so much, he's always ready for what needs to be done.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, my bad. I just wanted to come in on that as it pertains to Cam because
it goes back to your point.
Yeah,
that you made like 2 episodes ago where you said it was about production. Production isn't always, what was the word?
It ain't always productive.
Yeah.
For real too, bro. Like it don't look the way, I can't remember how I said it then, but yo, it's not one of those things that like, come on, man. When we go to the EPM and how you actually affect the team in totality, that's why Cam don't have a job.
Yeah.
Like not like that, but that's why
because he's easy to get rid of because his attitude apparently is poor. So when you can only do that, it's like John Morant. It's like easy to just like whatever. But it's like, I mean, we can agree. Bridges has never, until he got to the Nets, he wasn't seen as a scorer. He was just seen as a guy that can just do everything. He went to the Nets and he put up the 20 points per game, whatever he ended up putting on.
Yeah, he ended it. Well, Phoenix, he did good to get the trade. He started getting buckets.
Everyone but me knew that was a fluke on the Nets. You know what I'm saying?
Did he look crazy?
Yeah, this motherfucker said,
I love him. I love him as a player.
This motherfucker was
as a
saying
human.
in that offseason after he put up like 16 points per game on the Suns, 24 points per game on the Nets, equal to 20 points per game. And this motherfucker in that offseason is sitting here like, Mikal Bridges is going to be a top 15 player, best two-way player in the league. He's about to average 26 points per game. He was going off, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is the best we're ever going to see Mikal Bridges.
Yes. And you were right. So I'm here. That's why I looked at you when I started making that take, because I wanted to give you your flowers.
That's
on that.
so funny.
But at the end of the day, it's like everyone besides me, like I said, even media, they were like, "Oh, this
We're
ain't
drinking the Kool-Aid.
This ain't gonna continue." Blah blah blah. But then now that he's not putting up high points per game on the Knicks, it's why ain't he a big scorer? Why ain't he this high value?
He was never meant to
scorer?
be. It is
And that's
what it
like
is.
Stephen A. saying something like Josh Hart should shut up and stop talking about the situation. Like that's his motherfucking teammate.
Yeah, who else is
Like-
more credible to talk about it
His
other
own
than his
teammate.
own teammate?
Why does he have to shut up?
So I'll just run my point through because it's pretty
That's
simple.
funny.
It's like today's era of basketball, everyone wants to be a star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be that
But
number
stars
one
in
guy.
their role too, which is
Yeah.
like
That's what I was
wild
gonna say.
whack. Like
Back in the day, we've talked about guys. We've
Yeah.
talked about John Starks. We've talked about so many guys.
Yeah.
Fucking, you could say a
we had
Latrell.
lines
You
today,
could
so.
say Byron Scott. You could say all these guys. They were stars
Yeah.
for their role. They did what they needed to do. There's so many players in league history that we love because of who they were on the court for their role.
Yes.
A Tony Allen. One of the greatest defenders of all time. He averaged like fucking 6 points a game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and we all cover when somebody says something about Tony Allen, we all of our eyes
What you
always
gonna
go
say?
open and we're like Tony Allen,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
Tony Allen.
Yes, and like
I like the sound of that Tony
I'm
Allen
saying,
combo.
if you were ever
Yeah.
going against that Grizzlies team, grit and grind Grizzlies, and any given night, you would be like, oh, fuck, Tony Allen's guarding my favorite player,
Right.
And it's just like so.
Zach Randolph waiting in the paint.
and so me just now reverting that back to Mikal, when he was on the Suns, he was looked at as one of the best 3-and-D players
Yeah.
in the league.
It was scary because you had Chris
You
Paul,
prop him up in
DeAndre
the
and then
corner
it's like, wow,
on
Bridges.
offense, and then he's guarding your best player on defense. And so when he got to the Nets, it was like, that's cool, but they're the fucking Nets, and they got nobody.
Yeah.
All right. And
It's like Michael Porter Jr. this year.
yeah, and so it's like when he went to the Knicks, all I wanted him to be was like a 12-point per game scorer that's giving you elite defense. And last year, he was giving you negative defense almost, which was
Yeah.
astonishing to me.
because they were trying to have him do more.
Because they're trying to just have him be a more offensive player and just stick him wherever on defense and have OG be that main defender. Now, if you got both of them being elite defenders and OG still doing whatever he's doing on offense, which is great,
Yeah.
bro, if he's averaging 9-10 points a game, let him be, as long as he's locking up the best player on the other side.
Because you saw it last year, like when Thibs finally got his head out of his ass and was like, okay, Bridges, we need you for defense. He damn near ended Halliburton. Like he stayed on Halliburton's ass. I think Halliburton scored like 9 points that night. I think the Pacers still ended up winning, but like he absolutely took Tyrese out of the equation. And as you can see, like as that playoffs went along, he was the most important piece. All right, so let's have a conversation, fellas. Just some basic, what's popping lately. So the NBA
poppin'?
expansion was approved.
Yes.
Almost every single owner said yes. We want 2 more teams, and I'm pretty sure it's set in stone that it's Seattle and Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah, they said that
Yeah,
going in.
I
that
think it's
the
just
2
people are now
teams
bidding
up.
for it, which is awesome. So we're gonna get 2 more teams. The talent will get spread out a little bit
In
more.
what, 2028, they said?
Yeah, I believe something like that. They said that players or teams can, I believe, pick up to 8 players that they
Yes.
want to keep. Everyone else would be free and open, which means we'll see a lot of opportunities for guys that are buried into some benches. Cam Thomas being one of those guys that I could see being on one of those expansion teams to help them get off their feet. How do you guys feel about?
I love it. It's a 2K fucking miracle for me. I already do this in 2K all the time.
All the
and
time.
Now it's a definitive thing.
Yes.
And
So
it's
many possibilities,
So many
man.
possibilities, and it's real interesting to see. So with shit like that, each team can only keep 8 guys, but the teams that are drafting from them, they only can take 1 person per team.
Yeah.
So if you fucking only lose 1 guy, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's fine. But it's just real interesting because like you got teams like the Thunder. They got like 10 deep that you would want to keep.
Yeah,
So you'd have to make some tough decisions. And then
yeah.
let's say those guys don't get picked and they have
one
to
guy
come back
from
to
the
the
Thunder,
team
yeah.
and they're just like, damn, y'all was ready to throw me out.
I mean, but that happens
yeah.
during the trade deadline and all
100%,
that.
100%.
Yeah, man.
It's
Good
just going to
point.
be interesting because in our lifetime, we haven't seen a huge expansion.
Right.
This is a huge expansion.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Two
seen,
teams.
I would say,
Run, Matt.
we've seen like the Hornets get brought back, or the Bobcats change to the Hornets, and then the Pelicans get brought in and everything.
What a failure the Charlotte
And
Bobcats were as
in
an
the
experiment.
in the mid to late 90s, there was some expansions. In the 80s, there was some expansions. But in our lifetime, this is the first big one.
Yes.
And so I'm hyped. I haven't gotten to see this. And like I said, it's a 2K miracle for me. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just going to be interesting to see what teams keep what guys. Who do they consider more valuable? Like a Grizzlies. What 8 are you keeping on that Grizzlies?
Yeah, so you guys opened up a bunch of cool points, man, that again, make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, man, if y'all made it this far. You know what I mean? For sure.
Killing it today.
What I want to say is, man, real talk, man, shout out to Seattle. Never been there, but always
Got the hat
loved
on.
that green, always loved Gary Payton, always loved the Rain Man, you know, and what they did there. Xavier McDaniel of fandom, right? What we have now with the second and third apron and them being able to keep the 8 players and one, and how my guy just so described so well, it's going to be fair game all across the league.
Yes.
So all of the, you know, the talking heads and stuff online, everybody gets to actually really
Fun.
cheer.
A lot
You
of
know what I mean?
scenarios,
Like, yeah,
just
you
a
get
lot of-
so many more, so much more parity, especially the way that the NBA is now.
That's
You know
what
I mean?
I'm most looking forward
Yes,
to. Evening these teams the fuck
Yes.
out
You
a
know-
little bit.
You know what's the most interesting thing about this? And this is a completely random take. It's funny that now these sports are now deciding to put teams in Vegas.
So listen, you didn't let me finish. So that must mean, again, like, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, because we are on the same page. What I was going to finish talking about was see, with Vegas, what's weird is that now with sports gambling being so wide open, they can actually have teams in Vegas.
Yeah.
Before, with how shady and the underworld was associated with actual gambling back then, there was no way you could have
that
real
makes sense. That
professional
makes sense.
sports
100%.
in
Yeah.
Vegas,
Okay.
because they would be shaving and controlling those actual organizations. But now, you know what I
Now
mean?
it is what it is.
It's totally different.
Yeah,
because
it's second
all-
nature in,
Yeah,
the league, in the
absolutely.
world of betting. And shit.
ESPN has betting, and just for my boy who think we haven't been paying attention to the MLB as we have been, they actually are paying all of the MLB season on the ESPN app just by having a subscription.
Yeah.
So at the end, you can bet on ESPN. So at the end of the day, it's kind of wild how everything is. So it only makes sense
Bro, you can,
to let Vegas.
You can go on Robinhood and bet on games now.
Yes.
Like that's a
I'm ready to
that's
mess
a
with
that's a
Kalashi.
stock
Take it
app.
out though, because you can bet on anything.
Yeah, you can bet
They
on
ain't sponsor
any.
us.
Yeah, oh yeah.
The
Kalshi different.
No, the Cowboys account that I run is actually sponsored by Kalshi.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
bro.
that's
You
dope.
can bet on
Well,
any-
because they're like those betting companies, and
Yeah.
I'll take this out. Those betting companies are crazy.
Yes.
they'll give you money just to
Yes.
like quote their post.
Yes.
And that like they
Because
like
they're
right
lotteries.
now, yeah, we're up to like $240 a month
Yeah, they're
just to
lottery
quote them
scams.
like whenever they ask.
Yeah, they're
It's
lottery
like
joints.
once every like 3 days or whatever.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's insane.
Also, one thing, did you see the quote from Bam? He said, "Well, it's like I have a second home in Vegas because he is with fucking Asia Wilson, and she plays for the Aces,
Right.
and so they have a home there. They have a home
Right.
in Miami and everything." And he goes, "So it would be phenomenal to play in somewhere that I can call home." And
I think
I'm just
he
like,
wants out.
that's crazy while you're literally on another team right now. And but he's like, it would be phenomenal to play for a team that I can consider home, and I know the fans would be this, and I know just the atmosphere would be that. And I'm just sitting here like,
He promoting for a squad that he don't even play
I'm like,
for.
bam.
He's been
Wow.
putting
tampering.
especially ever since he scored, you know, the amount of points that he scored, he's been like a little bit more active in media.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price.
Yeah, and
Much
he's
more
especially
outspoken.
he's been more outspoken about Miami, which is a whole conversation we can have on a different episode. But he is fed. You could tell he's fed up with how Miami's been going, because it's like, you know, we were right there at the finals, and y'all did nothing, especially after Jimmy Butler left, and we could be back there. Like, they're a deep team.
Yeah.
They're just missing that guy,
Yeah.
and he knows he's not that guy.
Yeah, it's almost like
So,
it's like
yeah.
any other job. It's like any other job,
Yeah.
any other corporation, anything that you start working for. First, you happy to be there. Then you there for the work that you actually put in.
Then you
so
fed up.
yes, just like you got to put the shit around me for me to excel. Like
Yeah.
we've been winning off of just my sheer, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
know-how. Now you actually have to put the pieces around me for this to grow.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to have that mindset after the, you know what I mean, thank you for
Right,
letting me in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not doing nothing wrong,
Right.
bro.
Exactly.
I just thought it was interesting
I like
that to
how-
see a player kind of like put their hand out there and be like, I'd love to go there.
Yeah, no, I mean from the perspective of putting that organization out there about the final shit and all that.
Yeah,
I agree with you 100% that that's weird, but I think that part of that, he actually is entitled to do that.
Because he said straight up, like, bro, I don't want to be in the fucking play-in anymore, man. Like, he's been there the last, like, 3 years.
Yeah, he's been to 2 finals. And then all the other years he wasn't in the finals, he was in a play-in. One of the years he was in the finals, he was also in the play-in. So, like, it's so weird that team, it's so, like,
that's destructive. Not a standard. Yeah.
It's so destructive
for
a locker room.
They have so many assets right now, and they're just staying still.
Yeah.
Like, not even stagnant. Just adding like a piece here and there. They're stacking.
Pat Riley's been dead on the freaking trade deadline for every year.
It always falls on his nap time, bro.
Yeah.
See, I don't mind that Unc reference. That is absolutely.
Well, no, that's not Unc. That's
an old
grandpa.
That's a wild.
He great grandpa.
He just turned 80 or something.
Yeah, that's a wild joint.
Shout out Pat Riley. He's from Schenectady, but still, it's like
he don't give a fuck about us. No, I'm just playing.
He's doing.
He shouts us out, man.
Yeah, I'll take that.
He shouts out. He shouts us out.
No, but I like you bring that up because it's going to be interesting because you're going to have these players kind of like lobbying to be able to be drafted, and then you're going to have teams that are like, fuck, like the Heat are going to be like, fuck you, buddy. You ain't going to be available for them to pick up.
And you know what I loved too is, so for prior years, Bron has always talked about he wants to be part owner in Vegas if they ever get a team this, that, and third. And so then all this talk had opened up before they'd come to the decision and everything. And they asked Bron, they're like, would you still want to be part owner of a team in Vegas? And he said, no, I have no plans in that because, bro, you're still in the league.
You can't.
Yeah. I don't think he thought it would happen this soon.
He probably didn't think he was going to still be playing.
Yeah,
he got money, man.
So
he can make a lot of decisions.
He definitely does want to be one, but he also is like, still playing, motherfucker. I can't.
Yeah, he can't. Even Tom just tried to do that. Tom Brady just tried to do that same exact thing.
Yeah, he just asked about trying to get back in the NFL. And they're like, you own a team, dickhead.
Like, what are you trying to do, man? The Raiders need me, man.
Yeah, he got the young girl and the flag football got him feeling real young.
Yeah, flag. He was doing his thing. He was moving, grooving, vibing, sliding. Bro, when they announce the pool of players not protected for the expansion drafts in like 2 years when it happens, the amount of content we can make off of that, because we're going to be doing so much draft topics just for the expansion draft. Yeah, that's going to be so fun. My bad. I just had to bring that up because you were talking about the Kings, and I'm like, who the fuck would I even keep on the Kings? Like Renard, and that's it. I'm keeping one player.
Crazy over there.
Dude, not even Keegan?
That's the only one I would keep.
Yeah, no,
because he just got his pay.
Free
man.
Keegan Murray, man.
And it's like, all right, if I only keep Keegan and Renard, them two are going to actually show their potential rather than
how it's going to happen with Keegan.
He can't play with them, bro.
No.
Yeah,
he can't play with them.
He's never been able. They've not once built a team that Keegan Murray could just go off on.
Yeah, he can't play with those dudes. Though.
Yeah, there's always an amount of players ahead of him, and they all play his position usually. So
yeah, we might got to start. You know how we have our different.
Different or not?
No, who was in our different hall?
Yeah,
we might have to have like a biggest losers hall, like you know what I'm saying? Like real talk, because for real, like because yo man, you know what I mean? The biggest skilled loser, like we're about to go into something like that anyway, like these non-clutch dudes and shit like that. But listen, man, this is wild.
We gotta come up with a funny ass.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I know y'all know where I'm getting at. Please, let's make sure we do that.
We should definitely do that at one point.
Man.
But
Paul George, no, I'm just playing.
But listen,
Paul George's different, man. Let it be.
But with Keegan Murray, I guarantee you how it's gonna happen is that now his value was very through the roof like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because we all thought he was a baller. They have destroyed his value so much that he's going to get traded for like nothing, and it's going to be one of the best trades of all time with the production that he gives some good team that picks him up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a Mount Rushmore, and this is not a good one. This is for non-clutch performers.
Yeah.
So if you had to think of some of the worst performers in the clutch in the history of sports, who would be on your Mount Rushmore? You want to lead this one off, King?
All right, man.
You started laughing, so I'm very intrigued in what you got to say.
So listen, I'm gonna go. I guess even though y'all know I'm a basketball nut, it's gonna flip, right? But we're gonna definitely start with basketball.
Okay.
So for basketball, since I can do 4, my guys had to clear it up for me, even me being OG.
Yeah, Ken was like, how much is on the Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore, I don't know, right? Man. So one I got to put on there is definitely going to be Chris Webber. Here's why.
Oh, shit. That's a good call out.
That's a great call
His
out.
clutch
Here's
stats
why.
are terrible.
Forever remembered for almost.
Yeah.
And
Going back to college.
listen, and that's why I'm going back to
Mad Five.
1993, boy, title game. That time out.
Some called a timeout.
And listen, he took
got
it the whole
jumped in it,
64
yeah.
feet. He took it the whole 94 feet. I said 64. He took the whole fucking court, bro.
No
Called a timeout.
timeouts left. Calls
None left.
timeout. Loses
None
the game
left.
for him.
He definitely couldn't go back to his dorm after that.
Not at all, man. That was crazy, man. The Fab Five, listen, they started a trend, you know what I mean? Rocking ball heads, baggy clothes.
That cursed him for the rest of his career, man. It was
Yeah, because
crazy.
he was part of those Sacramento Kings, man.
Man,
Yeah.
listen, man.
And as much as people want to talk about that was rigged and Donahue was the referee, this and a third, they also missed like 30 free throws that game that
Listen,
happened.
when
So
we're-
like that's on ya.
When we're ready to have
You
the
had the chance.
conversation,
That
when we're
is
ready
a
to have
fact.
the conversation, the D-Wade run was rigged, but we'll have that conversation a different day.
Okay, I hear you. Now I'm gonna spin over to football.
Yes.
Listen, man, we talk about
Crazy shit.
this team, or America talks
like
about
that.
this team
Okay.
because
I
it's
don't like
America's
that.
team. But we got a gentleman there whose talent was elite for sure,
Okay.
right? And this brother walked. So your homie could run. No, I say our homie Dak could run.
Okay.
Tony Romo.
Oh, yes.
Oh my
he's on
God,
there, he's
yeah.
on there.
That 2006.
The fumble snap.
Come on, bro.
Come
That
on,
was
he's
that
on
was
there.
a year. That
Come
was a
on.
year for them too.
Come on.
I'm so happy I wasn't alone on that.
No,
one.
hell
Yeah.
no, man. And then
Very
I'm gonna just
unpushed.
also put in them multiple December collapses.
Yes, 100%.
And that high
'Cause-
interception to clutch moment ratio.
Yeah.
Like
With the
in
difference
clutch moment,
between
he always
Tony
threw it.
Romo and Dak Prescott too is like Dak has just been some unfortunate coaching, some unfortunate teams that have been put together. Tony
so happy
Romo,
we can agree on that.
yeah,
Yes.
he had crazy like ruthless defenses. He had the weapons. Yeah,
he
that's a
in
good
yours?
call out. No.
Oh, we were
I didn't think about him. That's why I was like, yeah. That's I didn't think about Weber either. That's a good start.
No, Weber, I didn't think about it.
So
Oh, that's
maybe
a
we
good
in the
start.
same.
Weber,
We might be
Romo.
in the. All right, we
Yeah.
might be in the same element here.
Mine's
I
are
appreciate that one
more-
over there, homie.
yeah,
All right, check out
basic.
this one. This one basic. Even though dude is playing very well, right? I got to put him in these moments. I think y'all already know where I'm at. Multiple elimination games shooting under 30%. I vouched for the homie already earlier this season, but at the end of the day, big homie, this actually happened. 2017, 10.6 turnovers in Game 6 at home. James Harden.
Yes.
So here's one thing for me. I had James Harden in there. I took him out and put in Westbrook.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Because I feel like
Okay.
James Harden has had more better games in the playoffs than Russell had, and they both have had terrible games.
But
in the
what was
playoffs.
he
I think-
supposed to do in 2017, King?
No,
My
I
thing- my
agree.
thing with
I agree.
Westbrook is that-
I just felt like James Harden was
That's
going to be
my boy.
multiple
Yeah.
people, so I wanted it a little bit different.
Well, when
And,
it
and I
comes
am
to me-
understanding the topic
Yeah.
right, and this
Yes,
is
you are.
Yes,
these
you
is the
are.
moments,
100%.
right?
Yes.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Whatever
yes,
you
yes.
deem as unclutched. But
No,
to
yes.
quickly talk about the Russell Westbrook thing, the only reason I don't put Westbrook in there is because every single time when it came to being clutch, it was always him and Kevin Durant shitting the bed. Him and Paul George shitting the bed. Him shitting the bed and having a bad team, so it really didn't matter anyway. Him and James Harden shitting
Him
the
and
bed.
Beal shitting the bed.
Yes, you know what I'm saying? It's always been him and the other person, so I can't really...
James Harden, it's been James Harden.
Yeah, because
Yes.
James Harden, he had the opportunity to do one of the greatest things in sports history and knock out the Warriors, and he just could not.
That's
get it
my
done. It was
homie, bro.
tough to
That's my
watch,
homie. I like
bro.
him. You know, y'all
Yeah.
you know we
Yeah,
like
but
him.
I love
yeah,
James
yeah.
But
Harden.
that
I've come
moment-
around. I used to hate that
Yes,
guy, but
that
I've come, I
moment-
love him too now. It's
'Cause
just tough to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then listen, man, I got one for you, homie. Because even though this dude is celebrated, excuse me. That was really an OG cough right there. They say he's one of the greatest pitchers ever until October.
Clayton.
You already know.
Yeah.
You said it for me,
Kershaw.
man. Got a ring later.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. He collapsed. so
That'll
many
happen.
times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Repeated big game meltdowns early in
Literally.
their career. And
I
know
mean,
you
my
love
Nationals got a ring on.
Stroudsburg,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
My Nationals literally, like, the Dodgers had the opportunity to like close the Nationals they were winning. In comes Kershaw, out goes the ball over the fence twice in a row. It's crazy, man. But thank you, Clayton. I respect
For
you.
sure. And those
Yes.
are my four, fellas.
You want me to go or you want
I
to
can go because mine's are more so basic. I want to like. I'm
Okay,
really
okay,
intrigued in what
okay.
you guys had, so I'll go in the middle.
There
So
you
yeah,
go.
first off, I'm gonna start with Aaron Judge. He's on yours, right? Yeah, I figured. I gotta say Aaron Judge because it's been unfortunate, right? Sometimes it hasn't been his fault, but a lot of times, man, it's been rough to watch. Like watching him, get dragged on through the playoffs because his team was nice, and him just not being able to do it. The World Series against the Dodgers, man, you know what I'm talking
one
about.
opportunity.
Oh, man.
The one opportunity where if he had a good series, that was what they needed because they lost a lot of close games.
Yep.
He dropped the ball in the lights.
And then after
Yep.
that, the team collapsed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like
Literally.
Soto left. They let people go. Like the team has been the
last
same
year he
since.
finally did good, but it was like, you know
hurt.
what I'm saying?
That
He didn't have the team around you to do good.
And I gotta
so-
say that because it's like the Cowboys, which is why I almost wanted to put Dak on this list anyway. As much
Okay.
as I love Dak, as much as I love Aaron Judge, the New York Yankees are supposed to be known for winning. And when you're the best player, you're winning these MVPs. You got to show up when it matters too, man.
Agreed.
Like, what is his legacy if he doesn't win a ring?
100%.
What is his legacy if he does not get that team over? It's gonna be interesting conversation because it's not like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds broke all the records. He didn't really need to win a ring. He had everything. Aaron Judge, he doesn't have everything because Barry Bonds existed. So we'll see. The second one, I have to agree with you, Kem, is James Harden. Listen, I do agree sometimes it's been unfortunate injuries. Sometimes it's been that, Joel Embiid had one leg and his eyes shut. And I understand those moments. But he's had times where he has been able to take destiny into his own hands. I mentioned it while you were going. He twice, Game 6 and 7 against the Warriors. Mind you, they're up 3-2 as well.
Yeah.
Game 6 and 7, I get Chris Paul got hurt. But after the first half, they were up by double digits both of those times. The first time, they got absolutely embarrassed by the Warriors, which I'll somewhat give them a pass. The Warriors, they started clicking. They did their Warriors thing. But the second game, when they're missing, 27 threes in a row, and he contributed to 11 of those, and the Warriors it was still back and forth till into the fourth quarter, and they're just sitting there, brick. It just wouldn't stop.
Ariza was just launching.
Yeah, at some point, where was the leadership there? Because if he would have beaten the Warriors, we would have been looking back at that,
Yeah.
whether he won the fucking championship or not. Whether if he did, if he would have choked
if
against
one
the
of those
Cavs,
Warriors teams don't even make it to the finals, what a smudge.
yes, that would have almost been a ring. That would have basically been like, all right, James Harden has his flowers forever from that point on. But it didn't happen. And then there's just been other situations. Not really taking care of his body has to be accounted for when he has these injuries late in the season. I know it's unfortunate, the 76ers with the hamstring, but the Nets with the hamstring as well. Hamstring injuries happen to a lot of out-of-shape athletes. And I'm out of shape too. I know. I understand. But I got to go with James Harden. The third one.
You're also not an athlete, though, so it's okay.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid millions to perform in front of millions.
The third is Peyton Manning.
Okay.
I understand he
Oh
won.
my goodness.
I understand he won
Yo.
2 rings, but we're talking about a guy where if he just won 2 more, like if he could have shown up and done more for his teams,
He'd be
he
in
probably
combos.
he's already in combos, which is the crazy
But I'd
part.
be like the better combo.
He
With
almost
one
got his
ring
neck
that
broke.
that was a result of him, just one ring. And I'm so happy he got it because there would have been some stupid conversations if it was just that Broncos ring. But he could have had 4, 5, 6. He could have been Brady, but he just couldn't show up. And and even when he did show up, it wasn't he couldn't put it together on those final drives. It just couldn't happen. It was tough seeing the big forehead dude on the sideline year after year, just pouting,
Jesus.
because he couldn't get it done.
And
the
that
last,
shit used to be red as hell on them.
oh yeah,
corners.
and he just angry, like just looking like
From
a grumpy
temple to
toddler.
temple, just fucking beans.
Looking like a grumpy toddler. It's funny that Eli came in and had even the worst grumpier toddler
Word,
face. But the fourth one is Denny Hamlin from NASCAR.
Okay.
This is a guy that has been in NASCAR for 20 years, has been a top driver for 20 years.
Okay.
And we're running on 2 hands of times that he just wasn't clutch. When he's gotten to the final race with the opportunity to win the championship. And how it happened last year was, I just don't think it was meant to be. He dominated the whole race. All he had to do was finish ahead of the other guys. They were all struggling. He was first almost the whole race.
What happened?
Literally, it came down to, at the end of the race, there's like 5 laps left. So what happens in NASCAR is if people are going to pit, people are going to do fuck shit. Like, they're going to take 2 tires instead of 4 so that they can get ahead of the other guys with a chance to win.
I watch Indy
This
early Saturday mornings.
motherfucker and his team didn't account for the fact that maybe the guys that are trying to win the championship
Are not gonna
who have been
pit.
struggling all race would just go in and take 2 tires. Kyle Larson took 2 tires. Denny Hamlin took 4. Even though Hamlin's car was amazing, there was only 2 laps left to run. He could not catch him. Larson wins the championship because of that decision.
Yeah.
And then countless other times where he just came up short, crashed, just wasn't good enough at the end. And it's sad because he's one of the best racers. I think he's top 10 in wins all time.
Okay.
He has like 60 wins, which is a crazy amount of wins. Just can't get it done.
Damn.
Not meant to be for those guys.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm up?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So, number 1, I do have Aaron Judge. Yeah, it's just like, for me, not even being a big baseball fan, and then just the one thing
That's
I
all
do
you
pay
hear
attention
about.
to
Yeah.
is the Yankees, and him, other than last year, just repeatedly not getting it done. Having hitless games, having just strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. I'm just sitting here like, you're like arguably the greatest regular season hitter of all time. What's happened? Like, they're locked into you in the playoffs, man. Like, what's going on? I just got to put him in there. Next up, I do got Russ. So yes, I had James Harden prior, but I've also I could go either, but also the last maybe month I have multiple times brought up how it wasn't his fault the 76ers failed. It was Joel Embiid's because when Joel Embiid was out, he put up like a 38-pointer and then a 40-pointer. And then, when Joel Embiid came back, he had like a 7-pointer and shit. But so I've defended him too much to just smear him right now. But we all have, so I get it.
It's fair.
Russ, on the other hand, time after time, he would have like 7 turnover games, 8 turnover games. Russ, a clutch playoff moment?
Yeah, he got a couple.
You'd have to think about it, though.
Yeah.
Early thunder.
Yeah, you have to really think about it.
If Dame was on the court, he didn't. Dame always outshined him. Next up, though, I'll go Tony Romo. I'm going to say the last one because it hasn't been said yet. So I'll go Tony Romo.
What a pull for
I
you
moved
guys.
him up just because, the fumble snap, everything leading up to that.
That fumble snap, too. All you have to do is...
It was crazy. It was the craziest shit ever.
And
it's just one of the most entertaining players to watch, but the end of that season was rough. But the next one, this is particularly just off of one moment in history. Mailman doesn't deliver on Sundays. Come on, bro. Realistically, that's
I
the
love
coldest.
when I love when you guys build up something and just say the corniest fucking joke.
Bro, nah, that's
and I know they say that for that all the time. It's just it's funny.
That's the coldest line that Scottie Pippen has ever spoke.
Yeah.
And then it happened. He missed 2 consecutive free throws. Karl Malone is my next up there just for that moment alone. And I don't talk about Karl Malone much on this pod. We had last week we had a huge conversation. Tune in if you want to get in tune on that. But in this instant, I will say Karl Malone, one of the most non-clutch players of all time.
Okay.
Just for that moment.
Yeah, I mean that's literally what it is. Like if we were to open up our first basketball Karl Malone conversation on this pod, a lot of times it came down to what can Karl Malone do to get past MJ, and he just couldn't do it. The basic stuff that him.
Hey man, sometimes it's just MJ, man.
Yeah, it's just literally what it was.
What can you do?
Yeah, and I was looking, like MJ those final 3 years, the 3 on the
second
Bulls,
three-peat.
like that's actually crazy, huh? Like literally 80. He played after coming back from retirement and doing he was very cold feet when he came back for those what was it 15 games, 17 games. Those 3 seasons he played every single game. Won 2 MVPs.
I don't want to hear shit, man.
Averaging 30
You
points
definitely
per
said
game.
When we were talking about it, this Thunder would beat one of those teams. I don't want to hear, man. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Like,
For the first
I'm
three.
happy
Oh,
that
it
it
was
was
first.
I said the
three-peat.
first. That's what I did. I said the
Okay, it was
first
first
three-peat.
three-peat. Okay.
But-
Because I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah, man. I wish I could live through that time. Like, if we could go back on that question with the genie, I kind of would want to see them win one.
It was
of those
so crazy for
championships.
me, bro, at that time that
Because that had to be like unreal shit.
Yes,
you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
that
Like, what the
knew
fuck am I
me
watching?
Know I love the Lakers, but know that I would do anything to watch the Bulls play. So like you would get like, yo, the Bulls,
he was
because
the greatest,
shit is different back then. Like games is on
He was
different
prime
channels.
time.
Yeah,
The
so it's
greatest
like,
player anyone has ever
hell
seen
yeah,
at that
it's just
moment.
like,
What the
what,
fuck?
bro? Like,
Of
what,
course.
man?
And I know more and more people are putting LeBron over MJ because of the longevity and everything. But like, you look at just some of the shit that MJ
There's
actually
no way to
pulled
put
off.
that. Yeah.
It's so hard for me to put him second.
No, yeah,
ever.
you can't.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't use longevity in the.
No, I know, but I'm
argument.
saying, but that's like the
Yeah.
main argument.
But that is
for,
people's argument.
Yeah.
But like, you can't deny what MJ was and what he meant. That's the thing
disgusting.
for me. What
Yeah.
he meant
Yeah, you can't.
for the sport.
Godzilla on the court,
Like
bro.
I've never heard of that one before.
Bro,
Godzilla. I've heard Jesus. I've heard
Well,
God. He said Godzilla.
I smoked a fat 2 blunts in a row, and I was like studying for the script, and I for some reason I came across Michael Jordan's stats, and I looked at those 3 seasons. And I was like, God,
What about this script would make you have to go look at Michael Jordan's stats?
I have no idea to be real.
Is it a hint of anything that you would need to go to the
Yeah.
90s for?
Well, I think my opening take was going to be about something similar to that, but then I wanted to highlight the tanking because it's relevant. All right, so what is your favorite big performance from a random NBA player? This should be funny.
Can I go last on this
Yeah,
one?
I'll go
Yeah.
first. We'll go this way. So I have 2 just because I want to give one recent one, and then
Okay.
I'm gonna give an all-time one
Matt
that
loves
I love.
to set the scene.
And
Make
so
it real comfy.
this season just kicks off, right?
Come on.
Denver Nuggets. Aaron
Okay.
Gordon had that nice 51.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
was
That
it?
was a crazy game.
Yeah.
He had. I got it right
That was
here.
one of the most efficient games in history.
He had 50 points in overtime against the Golden State Warriors. He went 17 for 21, 10 for 11 from the fucking 3. His first ever, only ever 50-point game. And he is a guy who just is a consistent 16-point per game scorer.
Yeah, a lot of people are putting him in conversations like, yeah,
And-
he's the best this, he's the best 3, the number 3 option, all this shit. It
Well,
was fun.
even coming
It was
into this
fun.
season, before he had that game, I was sitting here saying he's the second most important player on
Yeah.
that team. But then when he did that, conversations were to be had in the
when
media.
you have 3 players that can
and-
do something similar to that, it's insane.
Yeah, because each of them have dropped over 50 this year. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? So that's my current or recent one, just because that was super cool to see.
Yeah.
Love Aaron Gordon, love what he does as far as impact. The next one I got, though, the all-time one that I've watched this game a few times, just because it's such a random one. So go back to 2010. January 30th, 2010. Portland Trailblazers go against the Denver Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks, Denver Mavericks.
I told you guys Matt is an alcoholic.
I'm
degenerate
drunk as hell.
loser. No.
Oh my God, run it back. 2010, January 30th, 2010. Trailblazers going against the Mavericks. I didn't even attempt to say Dallas this time. Andre Miller at a 52 ball.
Yeah.
He was Unk forever, even when he was
He
young.
only shot 1 3
Yeah.
and made that.
Yes.
Only shot 8 free throws, made
Yeah.
7 of them.
he was
7
just
of them.
active.
Yeah.
Motherfucker had 52 points off of 23 or 22 for 31 shooting. A guy who, for us two, because we when we started really watching basketball,
Yeah.
Andre Miller was just that vet who was always distributing. Never shot a 3 in his life. Always distributing. And so for me, I remember watching that game for the first time and being like, what the fuck is going on? Like, LaMarcus Aldridge only had like 22 points that game. Andre Miller's over here just lighting it the fuck up, taking it to the rack, hitting the little 10-footer floaters.
Yeah.
And I'm just, I go back and watch that game and it's just like, it's so smooth, so efficient. He only had 8 free throw attempts. So he wasn't foul baiting or anything. And they got the win in overtime. And I love that game. I love watching it
that's
because
a
it's
fire
just a guy
reference.
that you would never think.
Okay.
Yes. That's actually. I thought you were gonna say Corey Brewer. Well,
No,
When
he gets talked about too much as
Yeah.
far as the most
Yeah,
random
yeah,
50-point game.
when we're up, I want to do like a series where we interview those players that have done those random like 50-point games and everything, and just like interview like how did your day go before that? Like what?
Yeah,
led up to you?
give me the lead up to
like
that
what the
game.
fuck happened to where
What
you
was
just,
different?
Some just turned in your brain where you were just like, yeah, nah, I'm not gonna score my typical 10, 15, 20. I got 50 tonight. Like what the
Shit, for
fuck?
Corey Brewer, I'm not going to score my typical 4. Like, what are we talking
Sorry,
about?
Corey, if you watch this.
Nah, I fuck with Corey Brewer. He was a glue guy and he was energy, but
Yes.
like, nah, gang.
Yeah, no, I hear
That
you.
wasn't supposed to happen.
All right, so mine, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna set the scene a little bit. The Miami Heat, they're dominating the whole fucking
Okay.
thing. They
Okay.
just won a championship, right? LeBron's coming into the season feeling good. Everyone's feeling good about the Miami Heat. Looks like they might even break the record. You remember those talks? Can they break the record this year? Can they do it? Because they improved, But there was a guy who just was playing in Syracuse that not a lot of people were thinking about on a tanking team. Comes in and carries his team, the Philadelphia 76ers, to a win over the defending champions, You guys know who I'm talking about?
Michael Carter.
Michael Carter Williams. I thought I was
Triple-double?
watching because like
Was it?
Huh?
It was a triple double.
it was close.
Oh,
it was
okay,
crazy.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
22 points, 12 rebounds, 7 assists, 9 steals.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was almost a quadruple. That's what it was. Yeah.
He absolutely went off. The 76ers win by 2, and then I think they still end up having one of the worst NBA
Best game of
seasons
his
of all,
career.
of all time. I thought I was watching the second coming of NBA Jesus. I thought Michael Jordan was reincarnated on the court. I was like, damn, man, you know, this is absolutely nuts. That was a game to watch. Because as NBA fans, we always watch, you know, opening night, first couple games, and that for some reason that was leading off. I mean, well, not for some reason. The Heat were defending champs.
Yeah, but why did they get put up against fucking the 76ers for the first opening game of the year?
And then lose to the 76ers.
And then lose, and Michael Carter Williams had the best game of his career.
And didn't do anything after that.
Won Rookie of the Year, but that was his best game.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, no, I remember watching that. I'm just like, this dude had 9 steals.
Yes.
And it was beautiful
7
too. I was like
assists,
watching it, like, yo,
12
this guy
boards.
is fucking balling. Like,
I was
let's
like,
go.
oh, this dude can do anything.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, the league's in fucking trouble. The Sixers figured it out.
This was right before the trust the process shit happened too,
Yeah.
so they would have never needed to trust the process.
Yeah, I was like, uh-oh. Here we go.
They
Philly's
never
back.
did nothing. Shout out Michael Carter Williams.
At
man.
all. But his size and everything made it
Yeah, he was
seem
like
like
6'6".
Yeah, I
it
thought
made
it was
it
gonna
seem
happen,
like he
man.
could do it. But
Sometimes it's not meant to be. But hey, he
yeah.
had that game and he had some other games.
yeah,
So shout out to him.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. So you only did one too. All right.
Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah,
So-
I just want to throw out a recent.
Okay, bet, no problem. So who I'll go with? I'll go way, not way back, but back in the day for y'all, 2001. We're gonna go to Phoenix playing Sacramento.
Okay.
A guy by the name of Tony Delk. Tony Delk,
He had a 50-pointer.
absolutely. Do you know his lifetime average? He only averaged about 9.3. Yeah, even in college, he only got up to 16.6.
He wasn't a high
Yeah, that's
volume
Yeah.
scorer
I love
at all.
basketball, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But you get those times, man, where you something happens in a game against a team that you're playing, you get more touches than what you have. And
Yeah.
you're
You
just
You might have a
being-
couple guys
There's
out
just
on
nothing
your
that
side.
they can do.
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
there's
Like,
nothing
I
that they
think
can do, and you can see that.
it's
You start off
Yeah.
a little hot, and they're
It's
just
crazy.
like, let's keep getting them in.
Because a lot of times, like especially in today's NBA, players will start off hot, but the coaches will still just bench them because like they're going with their
What
rotation.
you got for that
so-
stat line, though? What was the
20 or
splits?
27. Yeah, 20 or 27, 13 or 15 from the free throw
Yeah,
line.
he definitely stopped at the club after that game. Got him some biddies
absolutely.
that night.
At one point, I think he hit like 10 straight when he had 45.
Right,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he had
Crazy,
hit like
man.
10 straight when he
Yeah.
had 45. So
I love
At
basketball.
the end of the day, it's one of those things,
Yeah.
man. It's crazy, man, because just like the Andre Miller thing, the crazy thing is the way Andre Miller played basketball is he could have 50 points anytime because he's always a step ahead.
Yeah.
He always was
He's
in the top
unorthodox.
3 of assists in every year that he played in the
100%.
league. You know what I mean? So
It's
to
funny
be-
because that game he only had 2 assists.
exactly
That's the
that
funniest
50
part.
game. Yes, because
I love those games with a lot of points and like no
yeah,
assists.
bro, it's crazy.
hilarious.
You know what I mean? It's hard because at that point he took
Yeah.
control. But that's what John Stockton, Chris Paul, anybody, Baron Davis, anybody who was actually a really Rod Strickland, anybody you want to think about.
Ball dominant guy.
Yes, like you know what I mean, like that is pass first can always score.
Yeah, 'cause if you-
Because they control
Yeah,
everything.
first off, your defender's just looking for you to pass. So you can get a fake, get them off balance, and get an easy shot.
And
you do
you're-
that a few times, get
Yeah.
your rhythm.
Yes.
And then maybe you do pass a couple to now
yes.
they're like, oh shit, now I don't know what they're
yeah,
going to do.
because you're working your
Yeah.
defender
LeBron
and their
shows
defender.
that because like he
Most
just because
times.
he can go in the paint and everything, but he's the one that controls the
That's
ball.
why
Yes.
Luka's had
Yeah.
so many like 50 and 10 games,
Because-
40 and 10 games, a 60 and 10
Yes.
game. Like
Yes, sir.
that's how that happens.
So what we're gonna do now is we're going to play a little game that Kem had inspired. So you're gonna be a GM of a team for 60 seconds. Now I took it a step further and didn't give a specific team. We're doing random teams for everybody. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna spin this wheel right here, and whatever it lands on, that's
Bro, the
the
thing
team
that's
that
so
you're getting.
ass about this too is like I'm not a casual football at all, but comparative to how much I love basketball,
Yeah.
I am a casual football to teams I don't fuck with. So like, there's some NFC teams I just don't fuck with. That I'm just gonna be like, bro, if I get stuck with them, I'm gonna be
It'll
like,
be fun. All right, so boom. So like I said, real quick explanation to what I just explained. Long story short, you
explain
get
what I
60
explained.
seconds for a random NFL team, and you got to be the GM of them and get them better. All right, Matt, spinning it now. That's tough.
What's that?
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're in quite the situation.
They are in a pickle. I will say that. They just lost their best receiver. So you would have to then try to find a replacement there. But it starts way before that. I feel like you need to get the groundwork. You need to get some healthy players first off, because the last few years you've had like bad receiver core and shit. So I say right now, who's left in the market either? All right, real quick, do we got to go like in like this offseason right the fuck now?
Just from now forward.
Oh, okay. So I would go out there. You need some line and receivers. You haven't had healthy receivers in the last like 4 or 5 fucking years.
Baker got beat up last year.
Baker got fucking cooked last year. Hell of a season while he was healthy, but he got cooked. You need
MVP
O-line to
talks.
protect him. And given if you want to keep Baker cool, I say you need an O-line. You need some competent receivers that can stay on the field. And their defense wasn't terrible last year, right? If I'm not mistaken. So you can build off of that and just get a couple like edge guys that can make a difference. But I don't think they're far away. But I think injuries was rough for them last year.
Okay. That's cool. If I was in charge of that, I probably would have said a rebuild. Fuck all that.
A rebuild?
Yeah,
Oh,
because they haven't
shit.
rebuilt since Brady.
That's true. That's
Like
true.
they've just been keeping it going and seeing what happens.
I think they did well for what they had last year,
Yeah.
being so injury rich.
Right.
So I don't know if you need to do a full rebuild.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That's what it is. And like you said, Baker, when he was there, was in
MVP.
MVP.
He was. I would say he
conversation.
was
So,
in first for like a week there before he started like going bad.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Unc. You ready?
I guess, yeah.
All right, let's
I
do
guess.
it. Spinning
Let's
it
do it.
now, and you get the. Oh, this is easier. The New York Giants.
Oh man.
What do you do from here?
That's a fun team.
That's it.
Oh
That's
man.
interesting.
So what do we do with the New York Giants from here? So what do I think we do with the New York Giants is that we get they would get an official number 2, right? I think also because Malik Neighbor is coming back this year, I think that
Yeah.
someone sturdy, and I mean like as a slant to assure Malik Neighbor is not getting hurt. And
Like a
having-
veteran? Or-
Yeah, maybe some sort of veteran. I don't mind, somebody to come and help in that light. I also believe that offensive line needs to be shored up because at the end of the day, you don't need Jackson Dart being so willing to run just because of how the offensive line is breaking down.
He's a special talent. I
Yeah,
think.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we're given the time to run and design RPOs will give him a longer career, you know what I mean, as well as help the offense overall. Tight end is still kind of growing, right? But you have
Do they
no
have Darren
idea.
Waller?
Yeah.
I think.
But he's retired now.
He came
They
back.
got-
Oh, yeah,
that-
he came back, but he's not
You got
with
that?
them.
What's
Yeah,
how do you pronounce
he's not
that?
totally developed yet. He was a good rook.
Oh,
But
he's
yo,
still-
best believe.
He's stuck
Yeah.
on the Dolphins.
Real quick, I'm so sorry for interrupting, but this is a side note. Madden 26. You know how you can have it random select your team for the superstar you have?
Yes.
I randomized it rather than pick my own team. It gave me the fucking Giants. Me as a
Okay.
Patriots fan, I hated that. That motherfucker, I got at like 4,000 yards. So receiving yards
Yes,
this
you
year,
just
best
need more
believe.
to-
I
Yeah.
keep going slant route outside to the fucking left line. That motherfucker catch it every time.
Yeah, they definitely need that. I love the young running back, but you
Can never
still need
pronounce his
to
name.
kind of reinsure that the defense is still getting good. Like, you know what I mean?
defense is
Like,
solid.
yeah, absolutely. I don't think anything needs to be done there as far as the defense except growing it, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and keeping it
That's
as consistent
very
as it
fair
is.
point.
I think it's more of
Because they've always had like not like maybe the best defense,
yeah,
but
absolutely.
not the worst.
Yeah, you
even
don't need the
close.
best
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
defense like in that
Yeah.
NFC,
Especially
where they
when you
play.
got an offense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
A better offense with
Yeah.
a stable
And they got
defense is going
Harbaugh
to
this
work.
year,
Yes,
so,
man. So I
yeah.
think that side of the ball is going to be taken care of. It's more about making sure that young boy
Gotta
is
get
gonna
some
be,
locker room leadership in there. I
Yeah.
think I was shocked that
But
they
it's going to be
didn't.
new stuff. It's going to be
Yeah.
new leadership because Jackson Dart is a particular type of individual.
Right.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, he is their leader. They're
Yeah,
ready to
he
run
is.
behind the wall
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
that young boy. But I do agree with
Yeah.
the veteran leadership to kind of
Because they gotta-
steady that.
Yeah, like
that,
they brought
you know
in
what I mean? 'Cause
Darnell
they're gonna be
Mooney.
wild, and it's
Yeah.
gonna be they're gonna need somebody that's
Because they brought in Darnell Mooney and tight end, they did shore that up. They got Isaiah Likely.
Yeah.
Which
There
Oh,
we
I
go.
forgot
That's what I
about
was
that.
trying to say.
Yeah.
There we
Literally,
go.
Harborough stole
brought
his
in with
ass.
him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which is
So
crazy.
that development needs to
The
actually
fact that
happen.
was allowed was crazy, but
Yeah, it's
All
okay.
right, bet. So I'm up.
let me make sure he's not lying.
It's like no, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh my god,
Oh,
that's nasty. They had such a good offseason. I mean, I would literally show up to Aaron. This is the only move that I make. I would show up to Aaron Rodgers' house with some shrooms, with some blunts, with some whatever, and I would sit down with the guy and just live in his world for a little bit. And while I'm in his world, because outside Aaron Rodgers is like, he don't want to talk to nobody. But while I'm in his world, his psychedelic world, I'm convincing him to come back for one more year. I think the Steelers have such a good team this year for a team that could carry, like, you know, those teams from the past, like we were just talking about the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning. They have a team like that where Aaron Rodgers just has to be literally who he was last year, and I think they'll be okay. They shored up the offensive line. They shored up the offensive playmaking. They shored up the defense. All that's left is to figure out if it's Aaron Rodgers, Will Howard, or maybe even somebody else. But that's
I'm
what
not
I'm
mad
doing.
at that. I kind of agree. They've done so much in this offseason to.
Yeah.
If they were to have a high-level quarterback, they could make that run, and you
The
already
Colts
had
gave them
him right
Pittman,
there.
like
Yeah, and you already have Aaron Rodgers right there.
Yeah.
It's just like, is he ready to retire? Is he ready to just do other
Yeah.
things, or is he ready to come back? Because he
Yeah.
had one hell of a stretch at the end of last season,
yeah, just
to where like,
where he was running up and like that was the most
Yeah.
emotion we've ever seen from Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers in such a long
and
time.
it wasn't even just the end. Like all season, like when he was making good plays and fucking one of his guys off the bench, I'm pretty sure he was a defense guy, came and tackled him. And then he's just like, yo, get the fuck off me. Like, I'm old as shit. And they talked about him, and they talked about it in the press conference, and they're like, you seem like you were a little angry. I'm like, nah, I love him, but like, I'm old, man. Like, I love the energy.
Yeah.
Just don't tackle
They
me.
they got big tight end. They got Washington. They got Freiermuth, which I love that combo. And then wide receivers, you got DK Metcalf and Pittman now. And then the running back room with Jalen Warren and Rico Dowdle, like the weapons are all there. I would watch out for the Pittsburgh Steelers if they do get Aaron Rodgers back. I like him still with Will Howard. I've said that in the past. I just don't know what we're going to get out of him officially until he actually plays. So cool. That was a good segment. Yeah, good idea, Cam. Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
we like
Yeah,
that.
I wasn't ready, but I like it.
Yeah, the random team fucking
Yeah.
scared the
Yeah.
shit out of me.
Yeah.
Luckily, I got Tampa. I wasn't too mad with Tampa because they
Yeah.
don't, like I said, I don't feel like they need to do like
That's fair.
crazy much.
Yeah,
but-
because I actually do think the Giants do need to add a little bit more indeed. Because they got Kayvon Thibodeau, but they need one more.
Yeah.
That's fair.
One more big
That's fair.
showstopper. That's what I would
100%
say.
agree.
Yeah, just one more showstopper.
All right, so boom, final segment, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to get off your screens. We're going to do something we haven't done in a while. We're going to do a draft, and this is going to be competitive.
I love drafts.
Because we're going to see who kind of has bigger NBA knowledge in terms of putting a team together.
Oh.
So here's how it is. You have to win as many championships as possible
the next 5
in the next 5 years.
Okay.
So your aim in making this team is going 5 for 5. Because obviously you want to win more than the other two teams that are next to you. So we're going to draft a team. It's current players. You could pick anybody. No restrictions. You do your lineup however the hell you want to. And then we're
We're
probably
just doing starting 5, or we're doing a 6-man as well?
Do you guys want to do a 6-man?
We might as well.
Yeah.
All right, yeah,
Okay,
just
we'll
have that
do a
one
6-man.
bench guy.
We'll do a 6-man. And yeah, we'll get on out of here. We'll let the people decide who
I
has
got
a better
nothing
team.
written down because I'm like, I can do this off the cuff.
Same. I don't have anything written down either. All right, so who wants to go first?
All right, so are we gonna do like one,
I'll
one,
go.
two,
Yeah.
one,
Yep.
two,
Yeah,
snake,
yeah,
and
yeah.
shit like that? All right,
Rock, paper,
so
scissors?
you can go first, big dog.
Okay.
Oh, I get
Cam.
to choose who I want first?
Yes, sir.
Y'all already know who I'm picking, man. At 2 guard
Yeah.
from North Carolina. MJ.
Oh,
No, this is current.
current players.
Oh, current?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Hold on, rewind. My
He said,
bad.
"I got MJ."
My bad, yeah, my bad. All right, so rewind. All right, current players. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Current players.
I was about to say he said North Carolina. I'm like,
Yeah, I was like, wait, SGA from, yeah, and he's a point guard too.
and then he said shooting guard. So I was like, yeah, it wasn't North Carolina.
If I'm going out of current players, man, I gotta go right now. I gotta go with the alien, man. Victor
Okay,
Wembanyama.
next 5 years, yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
All right, so I mean, I gotta go with the obvious choice. I'm sorry, Matt. I don't know why you let him go first. I'm going with SGA. I feel like Matt has already made the entire take that SGA over the next 5 years is probably still going to be a top 3 superstar in our league. So I'm going SGA.
Okay.
Run my point.
I'm going to have at my 2 Ant-Man.
Okay.
And at my 5, Jokic. Because even when he's getting a little bit older, he does not need to be a high-volume scorer. He can still just run that game.
Okay. Damn, back to me. So I mean, I wasn't planning on picking him. I thought he would have been picked by now, but I'm going Luka. Luka and SGA for 5 years.
It's just that, yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Yes,
It's
sir.
my
Yeah,
turn,
You're up,
right?
Cam. You got 2 right
I
here.
got 2, right?
Who you pairing with Wemby?
So first, all right, what I'm going to get with Wemby, I'm not even going to play with you because I love that y'all already took SGA and AE off the board of me, right? But listen, I'm still going, I think in the next 5 years, man, pairing him with him, right, this is going to work very well. So first I'm going with Giannis Antetokounmpo,
Okay.
right? I'm going to put Giannis with him, right?
That is a
gonna get
crazy.
injured.
That
No
is
play.
a crazy.
why I
No,
said-
that's
duo.
defensively,
Wemby
that's
will keep him
disgusting.
healthy.
Yeah,
Wemby
it's
will
okay.
keep him
Absolutely.
healthy.
That's
Defensively,
exactly why
that's
I'm gonna go
so
with that.
fucking ridiculous.
I totally appreciate that, right? And then, right, knowing that you guys took the 2 that I really love off the board and thinking that 5 years, right, it's a long time. It's
I couldn't let you have him, man.
It's a really, really long time, right? With the second pick, I have to still go with Amen Thompson.
Okay. That's
Elite
it.
defense.
Defense.
Okay.
Damn, your defense is insane.
No, yeah, that's
That's a start.
Amen
Oh my
Thompson,
god. Okay.
Giannis, and Wemby.
Oh, I'm trying to think of who I want. Next 5 years. Okay, because this is where it gets interesting.
Come on.
man. I already have Luka. I already have SGA. Oh, man. Let me look at that. Yes, give me that stat. Because it's like I want Jaylen Brown, but I don't.
I was wondering, but
know,
I'm thinking
I'm
5
not-
years.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
thinking
I don't.
5.
Not that I don't have faith in what he's gonna be in 5 years, but you know what? I want to keep the theme of having guys that get to the free throw line a lot. This is gonna be a stretch putting him at 3, but I think he really makes this team even that much more dangerous next to Luka and Shea. I'm going with Devin Booker.
Okay.
Yes.
I like that.
Okay.
All right, so I got 2 here. So
Pair next to Anthony Edwards and Jokic.
my point guard, I feel like he would be a great fit alongside somebody like Ant. And he can share some of the distribution roles with somebody like Jokic. I'm going Cade Cunningham.
Okay.
Good
There you
catch.
go.
Over the next 5 years.
Great
that's-
catch. Great
Yeah.
catch.
Woo. And then at my 4, I'm going a really young buck who's shown such potential this year. His defense has been immediate impact, and his offense has grown game over game. I'm going Cooper Cup or Cooper Flag at my 4. Cooper Cup, the Triple Crown King, the Triple Crown
Cooper
King.
Cup at the power
I'm
forward.
I'm going Cooper Flag at my 4.
Okay, that is definitely a pick. All right, so you know what? I'm gonna go at my center position. I have faith that over the next 5 years, he's gonna do what I think he'll do and grow as a player. I'm going with Evan Mobley.
I like that.
Want to put him at 5? It's where he belongs. It's where he should be. Cavs are
I
kind of
got 1 pick, right?
No, you got 2.
These are your last
These are your
two.
last 2.
My last 2.
You need
So-
a
Yep.
guard and a
And my
wing.
6. Yep.
Oh, we have a
Guard and
6-man as
Yeah.
well.
Oh
so
yeah, that's right.
You got guard, wing, and 6-man.
Yeah. So point guard, I'm gonna go with unorthodox pick, but I think for this team, I need this kind of flash in the pan to go with the high level defense, right, as well as to get these guys going on offense. LaMelo Ball.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Going LaMelo Ball.
And you got one more
I
real
ain't
quick
judging.
right here.
Yeah.
I ain't
Absolutely.
judging. I think
Yeah.
him and yeah, they would do.
One more right here.
Now for the next 5 years, as I'm thinking about my wing, also, right? We know that he is in development, but he also 6'7", 6'8", right?
Yeah.
Literally, however you want to do it, right? But we can go ahead and put, you know what I mean, the San Juan PR representative Pablo Banchero in it.
Ooh. Okay.
He said, "Ooh." What was the?
Well, it's a weird team. I love it though. It's because the defense on that team is insane.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
have somebody like Paulo who doesn't play much defense
And I
because
bet you
he has so
you're gonna
many
pick an
defenders.
annoying ass 6-man. It's gonna be.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So my
What do you
4,
need left? What do you need left? A 4 and a 6?
I'm going with a 4. Yeah.
4 and
So
a
this
6.
is gonna be a guy that not one of you guys were planning on picking. This
That's
is
it.
because I'm building a team.
That's it.
I want a guy that's going to stay out these guys' way. because obviously
Okay.
Luka's going to score, SGA is going to score, Booker's going to score.
Yep.
Even Mobley's going to get his buckets. So I want a guy that it don't matter. I want him to stay out the way because he does everything else great.
Stay out the way?
No, I'm just playing. Scotty Barnes. I'm going with Scotty Barnes. He's a top 3 defender in the league this year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love that defense. He's
Yeah.
actually he's shown a great passing IQ ability, and he gets boards. But that's all I fucking need. I don't need another guy clogging up the lane. I don't need a guy, taking shots that are unnecessary. Got Scotty Barnes at the 4.
All right, so my last 2 picks here, my small forward and my 6th man. So happy he fell to me because I already got.
No, he didn't. We'll see. But go ahead.
Nah, he did.
Let's see.
So I already got Jokic for the championship DNA. He'll be the veteran in the locker room. He doesn't have to score heavy points. I already got a couple good
true.
guys that can
I'm
defend.
finna smoke you.
So my small forward, I'm going lengthy motherfucker, 6'10", Jalen Johnson,
Okay,
versatile
All
wing.
Nice.
that is a very nice
great
team.
pick.
That is a very nice team.
And then my 6th man. I'm getting the first 6th man here. Who would I grab? All right, so real quick,
Put me
Y'all
on.
actually don't know.
I won't let you
can
down.
we pick a star player and put it in the
Anyone.
6th man, or do
Anyone.
we have to pick a 6th man role guy?
Because how
Okay.
you end up arranging it is
All right,
just how it's
copy.
going to be arranged. Because
Yeah.
mine
All
is
right.
about to be that.
Remember
so.
that player might not even like being a 6th man.
Yep.
I don't know.
All right, so
We don't know what the people are gonna argue.
fuck. I'm trying to think. Because I wasn't coming into this with a 6th man. I suggested it without even
Damn,
thinking about it.
I have a feeling I know who you're gonna pick.
Oh,
too.
wow.
I know who Kem's gonna pick, and I kind of want to take him now. But
Let's see.
I had a plan to make this team cool. Damn, I got to debate that in my head now.
Let's see.
I want to
Let's
go
not
with
take
big
him.
man because Jokic going to be a little bit older. What big man would I want to put as my 6th man?
Shucks, man.
You know what? For strictly potential purposes and how much he's grown from year 1 to year 2, I'm going 6th man Alex Sarr.
Okay, that's not a bad pick. I like that. Coming in, recovering for Jokic. Damn, man.
Let's see.
Damn, Kem. I have a decision to make here.
You do, brother.
But I feel like to make my team OP, I can always put Scotty Barnes on the bench.
That's how you have to think.
You know what I mean? I'm going with Jason Tatum.
Suck ass nigga.
I knew it too. I knew.
Oh, wow. He went right over my head.
Yeah,
I
that's
knew
it.
you. I had a feeling because once you said, "Oh, I'm a smoke," I was like, "Damn, what other fucking?"
He
top
went
player
right
is
over
there?
my head. You have you have Jason Tatum as your 6th man?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but,
but it doesn't matter.
I could
you know,
probably,
yeah,
I could
yeah,
probably
yeah.
put Scotty on the bench.
Yeah, that's a great.
He
That's a
fucking
great.
completely went over
I
my
was,
head.
and I don't know. If,
yeah.
I'll,
This is why I should be
under
writing him
25.
down beforehand, man.
I'll,
He's under
I'll give you.
25.
I'll give you an alley in case you want to use it. I was gonna take Stephon Castle.
Nope,
That was the
listen,
I was
first
gonna
one.
go Dylan Harper.
But
I had him
listen,
locked in my head.
so listen, you
Detroit.
already know that these are dope. So listen, for me, it's kind of dope because that just shows how we're synced up because it's already there.
Yeah.
His development for me is fucking phenomenal. Over the next 5 years, I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be a dog that nobody don't want to fucking deal with anyway, right? So I was trying to make it so that I had more offense. I mean, more, you know what I mean, throwing the offense in there. But my defensive dog ability, you know what I mean, with who I have and the freak being an alien, you know what I mean. We're gonna kick ass anyway. So you know to already put him in there, man. I can't have Amen without having Castle. If I can't have JT because I wanted the buckets and the flash, but go ahead and throw that boy up in there.
Yeah, because
5
Stephon
years.
Castle has such a great fucking game too, man.
He's hard,
He's
man.
young. He plays defense. He's fast. He can like score, pass. Like it's insane.
You know, I almost did because this is the next 5 years. If I wanted to be sneaky, I was thinking of throwing like Cam Boozer in there, but I was like, nah, let me not to pick an undrafted or somebody not
He's
in
just
the
a
league
bust,
yet.
and we go back to this
That's
draft.
what
You
I'm
lose every
saying.
time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's run through our teams real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
I'll start. So I got at my 1 Cade Cunningham, and my 2 Ant-Man, 3 Jalen
Can
Johnson,
you text me that?
my 4 Cooper Flag, my center Yoke, and then my 6th man Alex Sarr. I think I got a pretty solid squad.
Yeah. So for me, I got Luka at the 1 and SGA at the 2. You can swap them out. Whoever
Right,
you
right,
want
right.
at 1, whoever you want at 2. 3, I got Devin Booker. 4, I got Jason Tatum. And 5, I got Evan Mobley with my 6th man, Scotty Barnes. I did draft Tatum's last because no one else took him. But I think that would probably be a better move, putting Tatum at the
Damn,
4.
I had the small forward slot open. I took Jalen
It's
Johnson.
a small
But
team.
also,
but this team's gonna overwhelm you.
Yeah, I forgot who I got.
Especially
I know I
Luka
got-
and SGA. They're at the free throw line every other possession.
Yeah, I forgot who I got, man.
Oh, I got you. Oh, because you said text.
Yeah, text me that. I totally forgot. I got the alien.
Bro, I
got
took the
Antetokounmpo.
screenshot and then just didn't fucking send it. Here you go.
Thank you, brother. Hold on 1 second. Bring that back for me. All right. There we go. Yeah, there we go. All right, so real quick, guys, I got LaMelo Ball, Amin Thompson, Paolo Banchero, Giannis Wemby, Stephon Castle. Thank you.
What a
very
team!
much.
What a
There
group
we
of
go.
teams we
and
just
we all
came
have
up with.
such different teams
Yeah.
too. Because Chems, it's not like LaMelo isn't going to have a lot of guys to dish out to for like clean 3-point shots, but the defense on that team is phenomenal. You can have LaMelo and Paolo carry the offensive load heavily.
LaMelo struggling
With
take him out for
Thomas's
Castle.
team,
Yes.
you got just professionals at the finest. You got Luka being that main distributor, and then you got Shea being that foul baiter. He can hit any mid-range
Them
shot.
two and Booker are going to be a nightmare.
Booker is going
and
to
Tatum. They're going to be a nightmare.
Yeah,
at the free
Booker
throw
and Tatum off the ball is going to
Yeah.
look phenomenal. And then you got Evan Mobley as your center, who we haven't seen that properly yet, and it's going to be phenomenal. And
Like,
then
Cam's
I
team
just
is
got
gonna-
superstars in
yeah.
the role, and so hopefully they can all fit together.
That's scary.
I think Kem's team, like with Giannis and Wemby going against Tatum and Mobley, I might be fucked. But
We'll
yeah.
see.
Hell yeah.
I think Wemby and Giannis healthy against anybody.
yeah, that's
With
tough.
Paolo on the
Yeah.
wing, we'll see.
Yeah,
I like
man.
all of our teams. Good
Yeah.
job,
Yeah, they're
boys.
fire.
And with that being
Y'all let us
said-
know who won.
Yes, let us
Yeah.
know who won. With that being said, we're gonna get on out of here. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This is gonna be released on a Monday night. We're gonna be moving the drops to Mondays, just so it's a phenomenal start to everyone's week. So with that being said, make sure you guys like, subscribe, leave some feedback, do all that. Get on the train. We have a lot coming. We have a lot in store. You just got to be a part of that journey with us. You're not going to have another place with better laughs, the hottest takes, and everything different. Hit the fucking music. We're out of here. We will see you next week.
Oh, there's music playing behind us.
I'm going to cut the music right there. Hell yeah, brothers.
All
Good
right.
shit. That was a good episode.
Yeah.